Hey people, Intro here, 53, Qwest Redemption, blue side, a whole bunch of Tyranids. First up is oLev with a Ravener Alpha. I promise he's in there, he's a tunneling hero with great mobility. Let's have him pop up. There he is. Starts off in ranged combat but can get specialised melee weapons, some strong offense and a bit of support. Alongside, LuciusREX is a Lictor Alpha, melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt some powerful offense and a bit of support. And rounding off the blue team is Saint Kelly as a Hive Tyrant, very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support. Begins in melee combat with a basic synapse. I shall call it Esteban. Red team, Somon is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Exodites elite scheme. Alongside Angel, getting stuck into some Hormagaunts, is a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support. Fights in the melee combat begins with a refractor shield. Is he going to get away though? Knocked over by the Lictor. Up goes the shield. Doesn't have much energy to power it, and I think escapes. And rounding off the teams is Qwest as a Warboss, a melee hero that walks through objects. Very good offense, disruption and support. From the front line, there's a stomp on a bunch of Hormagaunts there. Each of the Tyranid players going double Hormagaunts. Lucius double Termagants also. Saint Kelly with a single Termagant brood. And oLev into some Spore Mines. This should be fun. No Destructor on those guys. Sends the Banshees in, which seems a bit risky. Does have a bit of help. Lictor Alpha in the back lines there. But those Banshees would have been a massive threat to him, so he runs away. South here, Saint Kelly. The big heavyweights going at it. Double shooters with no upgrades yet. Do we see any power purchases from the Warboss? Nope. No power purchases from anyone yet. Ravener is not capping the Northern VP at the moment. Wants to bash some power. Warlock sees off the Hormagaunts. Banshees could get some kills here. Got a couple. They have their aspect of strength. There's your power purchase. Sentinel also has the ground pound now. We'll see how long that thing lasts. It could do pretty well here against all these Hormagaunts, that's for sure. Through the south, Tyranids are flooding. We've got toxin sacks up for LuciusREX's double Termagants. Nothing for the double Hormagaunts yet. Saint Kelly reinforcing some stuff. And Esteban on capping duty. Power bash maybe. Is a Sentinel going to go for a stomp against double Termagants? It might take a lot of damage getting in. Shuriken Cannon on the way for Somon. And Ravener Brood for oLev. Double Raveners probably. Hormagaunts into Raveners. Pretty strong right now. Used to be that Tyranids relied on that Termagant crutch quite a lot. But Raveners have had a lot of changes over the years. Sentinel does get a really good stomp. Can these three Hormagaunts chase it down? I don't think they can. It's going to be alright. Decent power bash. Lots of pressure from the Tyranids. With a little power bash on both sides of the map now. Lord Commissar can't stand against all that stuff alone. Crippling poison on the sluggers. They do have their burners up. Makes them a bit more survivable in tier 1 with a health boost. And burners are pretty fun. Seeing off the Hormagaunts now in amongst the Termagants. Bit slow to retreat them there, LuciusREX. Saint Kelly's also a bit slow to get out, but they're going to be okay. Lictor Alpha's there to help. Where's Esteban? He's still capping. Well done, fella. Catechism's on the way for Angel. Would help against all the Hormagaunts, who are all still alive. Warboss, of course, has his stomp and that. And now, some on-demand suppression with the big shooters. Esteban goes down. Did not know that power either, so it's going to be retaken. There's your Ravener Brood. They do begin with ranged weapons these days. You can make them into a specialised melee unit with their enhanced muscle coil. Damage on the Sentinel there, but a single Ravener Brood I don't think is enough to threaten it really. But here comes another one. We'll see how the double Hormagaunts, double Raveners do. Wait, does oLev have the same... No, I thought they had the same colour scheme for a second there for some reason. We have double Spore Mines out here for Saint Kelly. That's a big threat to shoot the boys, and they did the worst possible thing they could do. Go into a garrison. There's your detonation. Warboss gets a massive stomp. That's his cyborg implants. What's better than a stomp? A big stomp. Gives you the stun, a bigger knockback strength, and more damage. Also has angry bits and that bang bang hammer. Whoa. Grenade launcher turns some Hormagaunts into paste. I think they were wiped from LuciusREX's army there. Yep, sluggers did not want to run in there. Double spore mines on you and crippling poison potentially. And Ravener DPS. These guys can spit out some damage. Literally, I think that's what they do. Or they like shoot stuff out of their arms or something. And I think it's glands in or around the mouth. Tier 2 for some players. oLev and Qwest and Somon still in Tier 1. Did you get anything, Mr. Warlock? No immolator. Lord Commissar got nothing either. He did level up, he did well. Did some brawling. Warboss also did a hell of a lot of brawling. He's one of the best brawlers. Revive there for Esteban the Hive Tyrant. Got a little bit of XP. Should be able to get quite a lot down there fighting the Orks, who can die in droves, much like Tyranids, of course. Lord Commissar pegs it back to base. No war gear for the Ravener. Power bash almost completed here by the double Raveners of oLev, and we see a warrior brood on the way. Burrow striking to get out. The tunnel in the mid. Going to be run over by the Warboss, is it? Yeah, down it goes. Could kick off in the mid. Warboss is between two Tyranid armies. There's your big stomp. Really messes up those Hormagaunts. And he just kicked one to death. I think that was a wipe, was it? On St. Kelly's Hormagaunts, I believe so. Yeah, both of the Hormagaunts down, just as Termagants. Tyranids can recover quite well in Tier 2. You can get your Tyrant Guards and your Zone Thropes. Good impact units for not a huge amount of power. These Termagants are getting wrecked for Lucius. They do get away. Missile launcher doing some work there for the Sentinel. Leveling up is the Warboss. He had a hell of a lot of fun in that fight. Up to level 4. He's doing well. Banshees on capping duty. Didn't expect them to back away from that fight. Maybe they thought the Barbed Strangler was going to try and shoot him. But they are shooting at the Lord Commissar, who's got a Xenos Power Claw. Maybe he borrowed one off the Warboss. This one's too small. The Umi can have it. That was just the animation for the stomp there, I think. Oh, was it Angry Bits? Maybe it was Angry Bits. The effect, rather. Sentinels, almost level 3. Has done really well so far. Often does well, of course, against Tyranids. They can struggle to bring enough firepower at a large enough range in Tier 1. Decent shots on those Termagants. Tyrant Guard coming in now from St. Kelly. Maybe it was called in from the global bar. I suspect it was, because we already have a Zone Thrope up as well. Artillery unit. Damage that doesn't do friendly fire also provides a nice health regen synapse. Barbed Strangler for oLev could get a decent shot on the Banshees. No, they're not even moving forward. Hormagaunts have found a Shuriken Cannon. This one is still in play though. Or not. Just got burrow striked by double Raveners. They're not getting into melee though. There we go. Should be able to wipe it with the help of a Tyrant Guard. Getting stuck in. This guy has heavy melee damage and a whole bunch of hit points with super heavy infantry armor. So it is vulnerable to plasma and power melee and melter. But it's a cool unit. Can charge in. Can health regen. Anything for Esteban. Still no war gear for this poor bastard. We have a Lictor Alpha with Scything Talons. And the Lone Hunter. Not something you see all that often, Lone Hunter, these days. Can make the Lictor Alpha really powerful if he keeps himself isolated from allies. Tons of damage on the Lord Commissar there. You saw the amount of damage he took from the Ravener Alpha and the two Ravener broods. Ravener Alpha now has his Great Devourer and his Synapse Aura for damage. That's a big threat to the Sentinel. Tyrant Guard getting stuck in there. Good burrow strikes. It's a good fight for the blue team here. St. Kelly's Esteban, the Hive Tyrant, gets stuck in now. That's a guardian weapon team that's destroyed, yep. Catachans fleeing for their lives. Are the Banshees going to make it out? I don't think they are. Lots of damage from the Tyrant Guard. Just one burst of range fire. No, they get away. 4 hit points. Should not have been allowed to escape there. If the double Raveners turned and shot at them, I think they would have taken them out. Warlock has the Witchbane of Kurnus. Could be a big help against the hordes of Tyranids. Needs to get in there though. Don't think you want to come this way, Mr. Sentinel. Bad place to be. Electroshock grubs from the Thorax Swarm. I think might have been able to just finish off the Sentinel alone, but the Ravenous made sure, and they're going to get a full power bash here, I suspect. Meanwhile, south, Warboss has pushed through, because basically all of the Tyranids were over the other side, fighting. St. Killian now here to defend with double Termagants out, alongside the Zone Thrope and the Tyrant Guard. They both have their Toxin Sacks as well. Flesh Hook on the Warboss. He's not going to be happy about that. Big stomp now. Lictor Alpha's gone for his Toxic Cysts. Allows him to do damage over time to surrounding enemies. They got a cap. Well done, Qwest. Look at these rosters of the red team, though. Little bit depleted as a rough fight for Somon. Does have a Wraithlord, though, with shoulder-mounted Shuriken. Angel, not too far from tier 3. Does have Stubbornness up. It's a powerful little blob of range damage there for oLev now, with triple Ravener Broods, and is now getting a Venom Brood to get ranged Synapse. That's going to multiply that damage potential over there. Tyrant Guard has barely lost a hit point. Might see plasma guns from the Guardsmen then, help shoot down Synapse creatures and stuff like this Tyrant Guard. Commissar trying to get in there, trying to lead the line. Can they take down the Capillary Tower? They can. Gets in on the Zone Throat, which are quite fragile, only 300 hit points. And he's not putting a shield up. There we go. Barely gets it up in time. Lord Commissar is going to go down for his efforts, I think. Yep. Got a little bit too isolated from his army, and was really focused on taking down the Zone Throat. Almost got it. Tyrant Guard in amongst Shooter Boys. Not a good place for those Shooter Boys to be. Now have Weird Boy support though. Warpath is already up, suggesting that Qwest wants some Knob Squads on the field, and why not? Oh, Tyrant Guard goes down. He's doing so well. He's like lost no hit points, and all of a sudden in one fight loses them all. Hive Tyrant is down also in the south, but hey, we have another Tyrant Guard, and why not? In the north, we got a blue victory point. oLev seems to be able to get onto this power at will. And there's that Venom Brood with their ranged Synapse. It's a scary, scary amount of range damage now coming at this blob. But there's some Synapse explosions lurking. Maybe get some Dark Creepers or Wraith Guard. They have Wraith Guard. Here we go. An Autarch jumping on them would do pretty well too, I think. And then she'd probably just get shot to death in one burst. Regenerate is up for the Ravener Alpha. Makes him pretty damn tough. Look at that health regen. 293 to 357. Going for revives in the south is oLev now. A Hive Tyrant first. Gonna level him to 4. Tyrant Guard's lost a lot of health. Warboss getting stuck into a Adrenal Gland Warrior Brood from LuciusREX. It's not a power melee weapon, a Bang Bang Hammer, but it does good DPS. Can he survive here? Already used the Stomp, I think. Might need to charge away with Angry Bits, maybe. Unless that's also been used. Killed one of the warriors, but does go down. Was trying to fight too much stuff there, Mr. Warboss. North is turning red. And look at this. Some power bash from Somon. Taking advantage of oLev going to the south to revive things. Lord Commissar fighting a Tyrant Guard. I think they're going to deal with it here. We do have a Melter Gun on the Catachan Sarge. Down it goes. St. Kelly promptly goes tier 3. And that's the Tyrant Guard's job, to carry you to tier 3. They rarely make it through the game. Wraith Lord has barely taken a scratch. And they are going to get a full power bash, as well as some XP for the Wraith Guard there. Tunnel used to disgorge the scary ranged blob of Tyranids. And the Warlock get in there. There's no crippling poison to slow him down. Not moving right now. And dies. So that wasn't great from the Warlock. Could have thrown out his Destruction and ran in. But we didn't see any of that. Banshees do get in. And they get a kill immediately. And another. I'm not sure if those Raveners were close enough to get hit by that Synapse bomb. Now you need to run away, Banshees. Yeah, before you just lose models needlessly. What is this? Orks pressing the south. Hitting back quite well are the red team. Here's a little bit of a lull for the blue team as they go tier 3 and think about tier 3 things. Angel's already there. Has tons of resources. And red. Look at that. Look at the amount of red Qwest has. That's crazy. 875. It's killed a lot of stuff, lost some stuff, and of course Orks naturally generate the red resource, which they call War. And I believe in the game files, the red resource is referred to as War as well, which is fun. Esteban, still no war gift for this guy, runs away. Look at the weird boy doing his work. He's got such an awesome basic attack. Lehman Russ for Angel. Now, does he go for the Vanquisher? It's very popular. Such a powerful upgrade against other vehicles and large targets, but the Executioner's got to be pretty tempting against these blobs of Tyranids here. We'll see. Here's the big monstrous creature. The first one, a Swarm Lord from LuciusREX. We've got a Neurothrope on the way for St. Kelly. Qwest, the last player to go tier 3. Can drop a nuke immediately. A Lehman Russ and a nuke. It could be a good start to tier 3 for Angel. Orks pushed back a bit. Warboss takes up position to defend the POW. Wraith Lord needs some repairs. Could get the Wraith Bone upgrade in tier 3, of course, to heal itself. There's tunnels all over the place. There's one there. One all the way back here. Gonna take him out. We do have Plasma Gun Guardsmen, or one of them does. There's that Commissar. Takes him up to 12 models, reinforcing 3 at a time. Can break their retreat as well. Ravener Alpha's down here, so no Synapse Aura for damage. 2 Swarm Lords from the blue team. They're going to need some anti-vehicle, that's for sure. So here's the Lehman Russ. Already has the Executioner. Basically a rapid firing plasma cannon. Relatively short range, but a lot of firepower against infantry. Can they focus down the Warrior Brood? Getting some more plasma guns, that's going to help. But these guys are going to need to back off, I assume. Oh, Lord Commissar's in there. I didn't see him. Lost the indicator for this guy. And he was kicking some ass. Level 4. Lehman Russ, we'll see what you can do here. Looks like it's going to just back away from the Venom Brood. Electroshock Grubs have snared it. Is the Warboss going to help? No. I don't think oLev wants to go after it, just the Venom Brood. Slugger's almost level 4. And he's maxed out on red, is Qwest. There's that Neurothrope. Unique unit for the Tyranids. Can only have one of these guys. It's a really good area of effect abilities. No knobs. Oh, he doesn't have quite have the power yet. Banshees are alive. Level 3, and they get the cap. Well done, ladies. You're going to load it. Is it even worth it? That looked like a full volley into the sandbag there. What are you shooting at, guys? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're shooting at. They're not shooting at the gens. 183 to 295. Triple cap here for the Tyranids. And here's a Swarm Lord. Super unit for the Tyranids. Powerful melee combatant, can also provide a speed and reinforcement synapse, which, as you may expect, is pretty damn good. He's using his leech essence here. to drain health from these surrounding orcs, making him almost unkillable while it's up, if there's enough stuff around to drain health from. Venom Cannon Hive Tyrant and improved Synapse. He's got some war gear, well done. Can threaten this Leman Russ now. And here's the second Swarm Lord. This is from oLev. Now his terrifying range blob has a speed boost and can reinforce. Trying to get a flank on the Leman Russ. Electroshock Grub in. Venom Brood getting shots. It's going to go down so fast. Well done, oLev. Gene Stealer's on the way for Lucius. Nob Squad for Qwest. And we still haven't seen that red used a huge amount. 1-to-1 cap now. Is this going to be a power bash from oLev? And St. Kelly. Looks like it is. Going to be a full bash, I think. And they're on the VP. Red team control the north for now. The Swarm Lord of Lucius coming to try and stop that shenanigans. Are you going to fight him? Wraith Lord? Looks like the Wraith Lord wants to fight the Swarm Lord. Who's the best Lord? Wraith Lord's actually doing alright. At level 2. Swarm Lord now taking shots on Wraith Guard. And Banshees. Banshees need to be careful. They could take friendly fire from the Wraith Guard there. Oh, without number calls in some more Tyranids. Tying up those guys. Witchblade of Kernus doing its ethereal slash. Wraith Lord did not survive. Can they get the Swarm Lord though? Fire Prism is getting shots. A couple more might do it. Oh, one more would do it, but I don't think it's going to be able to chase. It's going to try it. The Warlock desperately trying to finish it off with the Destructor there, but the Swarm Lord does live. And maybe... yeah, I think the Fire Prism might be done for because it's going to try and turn around, yeah. Which is going to get it killed. That could be the vital engagement that the Tyranids needed to win there. Because that's really put someone on the back foot. They do have a Nob squad. Where there's some angry Nobs, there's hope. They are fully upgraded now with their... oh, they don't have their hammers yet. Have their Nob Leader and Meaner and Greener. Smacking up some capillary towers, but Qwest is going to have to carry his team here while they recover a bit. Commissar's got his Emperor's Wrath. And a rocket run, there we go. Brood Nest taken care of pretty quickly. Warboss is caught in it, but he's alright. Level 8. Well, maybe not alright forever. Gets a stomp and needs to run away, I think. Because those are Gene Stealers. And they will rip you apart. None shall fall from the Lord Commissar, and they need to focus this guy down. Oh, he's running away. 177 to 166 is very close on VPs. And Red Team surprisingly here with this push. Expected them to sit back for a while, try and recover. But Qwest being very aggressive going for this VP. And they did get the decap. Is that mines being dropped? It is mines being dropped. That's the global ability of the Lord Commissar. He's important enough that he can call mines in. Level 6 Ravener. This guy's been a powerhouse in the north. Warlock now with Providence. Could help him get a cap. Or a decap or something. Looks like St. Kelly's getting some lag. Look at this. Lucius and St. Kelly down to 3 units each. They've evened it up here, the red team. Another Neurothrope on the way for St. Kelly. Will help deal damage to the Nobs. Can also use Cataclysm to disrupt them. So it is a decent tool to use against them. Just that you so often see a stream of Carnifexes coming out for a Tyranid tier 3. We have Barb Strangler Carnifex. Such a powerful weapon. And an unupgraded Carnifex for oLev, who does have control of the north. They might need to double it, the red team. Because oLev's pretty strong. It's a big old army of stuff. That was the Blade Flurry from the Swarm Lord. So satisfying to use that thing. stuff goes flying, takes a big chunk of damage. Oh, Lictor Alpha getting a decap. Or was that a tier 3 Lictor? No, it was a Lictor Alpha. Stormlord in amongst some Eldar stuff. Fire Dragon is delivering some damage there. Look at that. Pretty good. Gonna get tied up by another Stormlord though. Lots of pressure now from the Tyranids. I don't know if the red team can push back against this. I've said that before, there is a Rocks from Qwest and an Eldritch. That was kind of wasted there. The red team. They should have used those on the VP, I think. Qwest was at max red for a while, and Tyranno formation is going to hit. Almost wiped out those Stormtroopers. The other Spires might do it. I think they'll be alright. I think they'll be alright. Orks pushing back through the mid, taking out the Hive Tyrant. Nob Squad on the warpath here, literally. And they're being buffed by the Bang Bang Hammer. Level 9 Warboss. Maybe get the boss pole up at this stage. I think you should get that. More health for your sluggers and your knobs, I think. I mean, Angry Bit still has utility for sure. It's disruption, it's health regen. But boss pole, more health for your stuff. Took out the Carnifex. Nob Squad doing very well here, almost level 3. They're going to bash power, they're going to get the VP. What are they up to? Just rowdy Orks. Lictor Alpha still down over here. oLev sitting pretty in the north. And we're going to see a revive on the Hive Tyrant, I think. 177.57. Decent VP lead at this stage for the blue team. Somon and LuciusREX looking quite depleted. Evened up the rosters a bit. Here comes a Carnifex though. And Somon with a Guardian weapon team. Maybe a Bright Lance to help fight these Carnifexes. Suppression is always useful, but got to take those big targets down. Nob Squad. Very difficult to dislodge here by like drips of single units coming in. And they got the cap. Well done, Qwest. Level 10 Warboss. oLev now flooding the mid. Gonna go for red team's natural, I think. Look at the speed of these Raveners with the Swarmlord bonus. Carnifex also gets the speed bonus from the Swarmlord as well, I believe. There's a revive. What level is the Ravener Alpha? Level 7. Hey, stick bombs. And they're setting off the mines as well. That was pretty fun. Everything's reinforcing, are they? No. I thought I saw those termagants reinforce. I was wondering how that happened. But there's no brood nest over here. There's no Swarmlord. Oh, there is a Swarmlord. That's probably how they did it. It was right there. Just moved a bit away so they couldn't reinforce anymore. Baneblade on the way for Angel. Might be a little bit too late. It's going to take a while to get onto the field. Qwest retaking his natural VP. They might have to just fight the south here, the red team. But then the Tyranids just blob up to fight you. I haven't seen any webways. Maybe that's because oLev has always had these synapse creatures that can detect the webways up here. Could put it a bit further up and they wouldn't be able to see him. Baneblade is almost out. Looted tank on the way for Qwest as well. Another Carnifex from St. Kelly this time. And there's a 2-1 for the Tyranids. Maybe more Wraith Guard. It's one of those squads that I always think you should like double up on, right? Make their burst of damage even more effective. Not a lot of threat for oLev to have to deal with at the moment. There's the toxic burst from the Lictor Alpha. But there's too much angry Orks there for him to deal with. Even with Lone Hunter. Baneblade is up. Super heavy tank bristling with guns. And there's the end of the game. That was Somon just Eldritched himself out of frustration at the end. They got the 2-1. And a level 8 Ravener. Level 3 Lictor Alpha. Level 4 Hive Tyrant. Had his Venom Cannon doing work at the end. Level 3 Warlock. We had a level 6 Commissar. Had but Bionic Eye. And the Emperor's Wrath. I don't think I ever actually noticed Emperor's Wrath being used, but it must have been used. And a level 10 Warboss, who killed a bunch of Tyranids. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.